Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, and I am truly concerned that Draftkings will not bring this promo back today. It is 9:48 right now. March Madness tips off in about 2 hours, and I just have a feeling this promo will take a backseat, but I did all the legwork anyway in case they bring it out. As always, 10 and 25, I would play it. 50, it is personal preference. I still play it. In fact, I started this promo 3 of 4 and felt so good, and then I thought, let me start tracking all this data and help other people. And since I've done that, I haven't hit a single one. So I don't know what that says about me, but we're here anyway, like always. And like always, I have a TikTok, and I need 10,000 subscribers before they pay me. They're taking my data. I may as well get $1 from it. So please follow me on TikTok. 400 of you watch this. I know half of you have TikToks, so please help me out. I track the data like this: by team, sorting it by who hits it, highlighted in green, and who takes it, left white. All right, that's the first 3 of the game. And then that data is then compiled into a by team ranking. If you want to see the sheet that has all the teams, all the players, both this and this, you can click the link in the description. It's down there for you. As always, I will talk about this. Confirmed starter and value early are 2 things you have to keep in mind. There are tendencies for NBA players to be ruled out an hour before the game, and if that happens, you will likely lose your chance to play this promo. Now, I have heard that it has been issued back to people, and then they can apply it to a later game, but I'm not going to say that that's 100% what DraftKings will do all the time. At the end of the day, I think value early is better than waiting for a confirmed starter, because we're starting to see some of these odds tank as the day goes on. I mean, I've called out guys that are plus 800, and then by tip-off, they're 5. So that's almost cut in half. So I would say find value early. Today's slate's a little bigger than Tuesday. Only 5 games Tuesday. We got 7 games today. 2 that I would target would be Utah, Dallas, Atlanta, and Phoenix, potentially Brooklyn and Milwaukee, but we're going to talk about them all. So we'll start with the Pelicans and the Magic. This is not the best game, probably just under a $25 free bet returned in expected value. McCollum's odds are absolutely juiced to oblivion, and I don't think that's really for good reason. Only taken 2 first threes of the game, made 1. They're tempting us with Valanciunas again. I know on Tuesday I said 25 to 1 was a good price. He's back at 22 to 1. As for the Magic, Gary Harris at 475 I think is a good play. He has taken 7 and made 5. Suggs at 4 to 1, even though he's taken 6 and made 3. You may like it. I think that's right around fair. But I still think we're seeing value on Wendell Carter at 8.5 to 1, taken 5 and hit 3. Overall, not a game I play. Sacramento and Washington gets a C rating, should be around a $25 free bet. De'Aaron Fox feels like he's too cheap or too much value in this. If you're looking at a Sacramento guy and you want value, I think Fox is the play at 6 to 1. However, looking at Keegan Murray, who is nearly leading the team behind Fox at 475, I think is a good play as well. As for Washington, Kispert is who I took on Tuesday, and he hit the second 3 right after, the possession after whoever they were playing hit. So a little bit disappointing there, and I think at 5 to 1, that's a good price. So if you want to target this game for whatever reason, I would say that De'Aaron Fox and Kispert are your plays. Chicago and Houston, 2 poor defenses in terms of defending the 3, but not a team. Neither team are shooting at a high volume and making at a high volume. So again, probably about a $25 free bet. Nikola Vucevic is interesting. 4 attempts, 2 made, and he's sitting at 10 to 1. Dosunmu at 8.5 to 1 has the most on Chicago at 5, and he's made 2. So 2 value plays there, in my opinion. For Houston, Jalen Green continues to shoot early and often. 6 attempts, 3 made. And at plus 500, I think that's value. I bet that ticks down to closer to Kobe White's number at 425 by tip-off. So I think there are some value plays here, maybe worth a free bet if you have one. But again, not necessarily a game I'm going to target with the $50 version. And that's what I'll add in. If you have the 10 or 25, I think any of these games are fine to play. You're going to get your value back. At 50, I think you want to try to max the game with the most potential. Brooklyn-Milwaukee gets a B for me. I think it'll be good. 2 offensively minded 3-point shooting teams, but the defense is pretty okay. So we may see it kind of regress back down towards that $25, $26 free bet returned. Be very careful with the Bucks tonight. They played last night. They played in Boston. They played a tough game that went down to the wire. I just don't trust that teams are always going to come back full strength the next day. So I would wait on this game if you're going to play it. Cam Thomas catches my eye at 8-1. He's only taken 5, hit 2. You see Finney Smith is not playing. I think he's hurt, so you don't have to worry about him. Bridges at 425 even feels like value. I think he's hit the last 3 for this team, 3 in a row, so 7 attempts, and he missed his first 4, and then he hits his next 3. So that I think has some value. Chris Middleton has been injured, so this data is not reflective of his, I think, ceiling. And he's 1 for 1. And so at 10-1, I don't think that's a bad play either. A lot of options in this game, which kind of scares me. So I will probably avoid that game. And this is the game I'm likely going to target with my $50 version. Teams that shoot high and don't defend well. Hopefully we can get to about a $30 free bet returned here. Couple things I want to point out. Obviously, Luka and Kyrie are the steepest price, $290 and $380, and I think those are right around fair. I think you can get value at Markkanen at $475, a guy who has missed a ton of games. As far as the data tracking goes, probably has missed, I want to say 4 to 5 games of tracked data. So he's still almost leading his team with 4 to 5 games gone. And he's made 2. So I think he's a guy who shoots early for this team. So I like him even at 475. PJ Washington continues to get more and more juiced. We used to be able to get him at almost 10-1. Now he's down to 6-1. Keontae George, 5 threes, 1 made. Not a bad price at 750. Taylor Hendricks at 900. We see him shooting 4 as well. May not be a bad flyer. John Collins may tempt some people as he's had 3. So yeah, I think you really do have some value in this game with Utah guys because of the juice that they're adding to Luka and Kyrie. But as soon as I say that stuff, Luka's going to hit the first 3 of the game, and it's all going to be for nothing. But I would target this game, and I'm probably going to lean Markkanen, potentially George or Hendricks. Probably Markkanen will be my pick. Denver and the Knicks don't play this game. This game is just trashed. 2 teams that defend the 3 well and don't shoot a lot of threes. If you, for some reason, have to play this game, Josh Hart at 13-1, I think is the only option for you. Maybe Jamal Murray at 4.5-1. DiVincenzo continues to be absolutely juiced, and I guess for good reason, 7 attempts and 4 made. Michael Porter Jr., I think, is fair at 370, but Jamal Murray and Josh Hart are going to be your value guys for these 2 teams. And the last game of the night is Atlanta and Phoenix. Be careful with Phoenix. Again, they are on a back-to-back, a team that has 3 superstars and can sit at any given night. So just watch this game. Sadiq Bey, obviously the best Atlanta early 3 shooter, but he's out for the season. Bogdanovich has been picking up where Bey left off, and you see that reflected in price. Grayson Allen dominates, 9 attempts, 4 made. So Booker is not far behind though, and at 7-1, I would rather play Booker than Grayson Allen. So if I had to play this game, and I think this is a reasonable game to play, given that it is a B rating and you're probably going to get a high $20 free bet, I would say that Booker at 7-1 is a good price, probably down to 600 would be something that I would take. So that is it for today. Hopefully we get the promo. I don't know, but my fingers are crossed. Enjoy today's basketball games, college basketball. It's the best time of the year. It's one of my favorite days of the year, this day and tomorrow. So as always, I appreciate the support, and we will see you next Tuesday.